or Sean Siddle even, is starting from the pit lane. That's and they're doing battle as they head towards Paddock Hill Bend. And is it going to be Dave Clark? It is going to be Dave Clark, and Jerry Taylor let him have that. And out comes Sean Siddle from the pit lane as the rest of the field gets through Paddock, all safely through and into the hairpin. So David Clark leading from Jerry Taylor. Then in third place, is that Richard Sykes or is it Nick Hull? Let's have a look, see as they come down. I think it's Richard Sykes in third place. In fourth place, it's 30 and then 85. Matthew Upchurch in number 30 and then 85, Nick Hull. So Matt Upchurch has gone up one place already as they come round through clearways. Everybody's still safely through on this opening lap as they come up now onto Brabham Straight. And David Clark in his Boxster crosses the line in the lead from Jerry Taylor. Then in third place, Richard Sykes. Fourth, Matthew Upchurch. In fifth place, it's Nick Hull. Sixth is Martin Braybrook. Seventh is the leading place is actually 53 Hughes. That's Dave Hughes. So they are separating out quite nicely. In eighth place is the leading 924, and that is Andrew Hannington. He's just leading that from Alfred Meisinger, who's in second place ahead of number 7, and that is, wow, number 7, where did he start from? Way down at Gren in 14th place, and he's up to 11th. So he's made good, solid progress in the opening stages of this race. Across the line they go. Still Clark from Taylor and Sykes in third place. Now, through come the rest of the Boxsters before we see the leading 924, Richard Stirrin, who's managed to get ahead of Andrew Hannington in second place, or 9th overall if you like. Then Meisinger in 10th, followed by Kirkham, Croft, Steve Brown, Marshall. Next up is Mackenzie, then Flegg, Peart, Hanson, Jones and Siddle. Siddle, is he making progress? Well, not a lot, it must be said, because his last lap was quicker than number 69, Richard Jones, but that doesn't count for very much at the moment. So a new fastest lap for Richard Sykes in the Boxster, and he has set a time of 54.826 on lap 2, and closed the gap a little bit on Jerry Taylor, but still the order remains the same. They come down into Graham Hill Bend. There's not much doubt that David Clark is not having this his own way. Number 16, Jerry Taylor, is poised, ready to strike if he makes the slightest mistake as they go up now into clearways. And from number 21, Richard Sykes, despite him setting that fastest lap on lap 2. But his fastest lap was 54.8, but his last lap was 55.3. And they come. Still Jerry Taylor of Taylor's Foundry, very much in contention. Somebody kicked up the dust over there at Paddock Hill Bend, but it looks as though whoever it was, 5 laps completed, just over 10 and a quarter minutes, just. So Richard seems to be a little bit inconsistent here. One minute he's setting a new fastest lap, and then when he's using all the road there, he might just get a naughty boy flag, because as you may have noticed if you've been to meetings before this year, the MSA is implementing a policy of ensuring that the competitors stay within the limits of the circuit, which officially, of course, is between the 2 white lines. They're trying to do much the same thing in Formula 1, but I think with less success. maybe I'm biased. So, here come. Now it's not the race leader. There we have number 30. That's Matthew Upchurch. Yeah, let's look forward to it. Pick up the leaders. Into McLaren. Into McLaren. There you go. Thanks very much. And yeah, going through clear ways and onto Clark curve. Now, will he choose this moment to try and strike? We've got somebody coming into the pit lane. Is it number 7? I think it might be. And, well, he didn't, in fact, make an effort to pass David Clark. So, Clark, Taylor and Sykes. Considerably quicker, it has to be said, than the others. In 4th place, for example, number 85, Nick Hull, is doing 58s, and similarly for number 53, which is Dave Hughes, and then Martin Upchurch, Richard Sykes, but he's passed now here and able to carry on the chase to catch with the leaders now. Now David Clark may be held up just a tiny little bit by the slower car that he's lapped now, and he goes through, but Jerry Taylor had a bit of an easier passage, and he's through in 2nd place, closed up that gap. David Clark with lights ablaze, and Jerry Taylor right on the case, taking the high line into Paddock Hill Bend. Closes up in the first half of the corner, but David Clark gets on the bar early and is leading into Druids. Taylor harrying, hustling on the rear quarter of Dave Clark's 924, rather Boxster, and can't really quite make it, and across the line they go now with 10 laps completed. He still has 5.5 minutes remaining. What's happening in the 924 class? We've still got number 99, Richard Stirrett, leading. He's in 7th place overall, and he has only 0.35 of a second advantage over Andrew Hannington. And in 3rd place is Alfred Peisinger, who's 4.5 seconds behind Hannington. But a good battle for the lead between those two. And now, once again, Jerry Taylor had closed that gap. And they're coming round now. But last time it was just under 1/4 of a second. I think it's about the same at the moment. Yeah, 4-1. So he's been there or thereabouts, but he can't make it really work for him. So it's Clark, Taylor, Sykes, as it has been throughout this race. Then behind them, Hughes, Hull and Upchurch. And now, in the 924s, it is Richard Stirrett leading from Andrew Hannington, and that gap was down to 0.265. Is Andrew Hannington the championship leader going to be able to reverse that position? And it's very, very close through clear ways. Some of the slower cars leading laps, and of course the race leaders coming through as well. So up to the line, 12 laps completed. David Clark leads by 0.218 of a second. Jerry Taylor is waiting for his chance, maybe, to launch his challenge towards the end of the race. Well, could it be? Let's see. 19 McLaren actually, and has rejoined in the green car. Now here's the battle of the 924s, and it is 99 leading. So it's still Stirrett from Hannington, but they've moved up the pace. Clearly, It was number 85, I think, who may have fallen off in the green car. Cross. Right, so 85 was Nick Hull, and he's dropped right down. So right down. He went through in 9th place overall. The leaders coming down the hill. Into Graham Hill Bend. We have 2.5 minutes remaining. If Jerry Taylor was waiting for an opportunity, he'd better take it now, because we are getting very close to the closing stage of this race. Up into clear waves they go, the white car leading, and one of the reserve cars pulls out of the way, lets one through, lets Jerry Taylor through as well. But Jerry lost out a little bit of ground there, and I'm not quite sure why, but he did. And across the line goes car. 14 laps completed, 2 minutes remaining. So certainly a chance for, I think, a third lap. So 3 laps remaining is my guess. We'll keep an eye on whether they show them the last lap. There is one down there, and so we'll let you know whether it's 2 or 3 laps remaining. So David Clark leads along Cooper Straight from Jerry Taylor, number 16. Then Richard Sykes, number 21. And that car that's right behind him, number 18.